Cloud Firestore is a serverless, NoSQL document database that simplifies storing, syncing, and querying data for your mobile and web apps at global scale. You may have heard that Cloud Firestore is the next generation of Cloud Datastore, but what does that mean? What makes it different? And what should you do if you're an existing Datastore customer? I'm Kevin Nelson. Find out answers to all those questions and more in this video. Let's get the question I always get asked first out of the way. I want to start off by assuring Datastore users that all your existing Datastore applications will continue to work under Cloud Firestore running in Datastore mode. You won't have to make any code changes and you'll experience zero downtime when your service is automatically upgraded after Cloud Firestore becomes generally available. So with that out of the way, let's do a quick review of what Datastore is, and then I'll get into the new capabilities being introduced in Cloud Firestore. Google Cloud Datastore is a fully managed, NoSQL document database built for automatic scaling, high performance, and ease of application development. It was introduced with Google App Engine, Google's original serverless development platform that today handles the toughest workloads from some of the world's most popular apps. Cloud Firestore builds on the features and massive scalability of Datastore while adding several important new features. The first thing to understand is that Cloud Firestore runs in two mutually exclusive modes, Datastore mode and native mode. In Datastore mode, Cloud Firestore runs all your existing Datastore applications and eliminates some of Datastore's restrictions. Cloud Firestore is built on an entirely new backend that brings the best of Google Cloud's powerful cloud infrastructure to existing Datastore applications. This includes strong consistency, automatic multi-region data replication, atomic batch operations, and transaction support. Perhaps even better, Cloud Firestore completely eliminates the entity group transaction limits that were present in Datastore. Cloud Firestore has no entity groups, and therefore no entity group limits. You get all of these new capabilities and compatibility with Datastore when running Cloud Firestore in Datastore mode. Cloud Firestore native mode has all the advantages of Datastore mode, but also contains a number of new features that make it easier to power native mobile and web apps, including robust multi-device synchronization, full offline support, and a comprehensive set of client libraries which support an integrated storage solution across Google App Engine, Kubernetes, and mobile devices. You can learn more about this using the link to my left. It's important to understand, though, that Cloud Firestore native mode isn't compatible with existing Datastore applications. You'll have to set up a new project with a new Cloud Firestore database if you want to use native mode. In either mode, Cloud Firestore is a truly serverless database service that eliminates the need to think about spinning up virtual machines, data replication, or scaling. Should your app hit the first page of TechMeme and suddenly grow from hundreds of QPS to millions, Cloud Firestore will automatically scale to handle that surge in traffic. And congratulations! The data model in Cloud Firestore native mode is similar to the Datastore data model, but there are a few differences. Data in Cloud Firestore is organized into documents and collections, which are similar to entities and kinds in Datastore. At the highest level, a Cloud Firestore database can have any number of collections, which contain any number of documents. A document contains a group of key value pairs called fields in Firestore, similar to properties in Datastore. Documents can also contain sub-collections of additional documents. Notice the alternating pattern of collections and documents. Your collections and documents must always follow this pattern. You cannot reference a collection in a collection or a document within a document. Managing indexes in Cloud Firestore is also a little different than how they're managed in Datastore. Like Datastore, Cloud Firestore requires an index for every query. Firestore automatically creates an index for every document field. Compound queries require that you first create a composite index that maps to the range clause of your query. These are easy to manage directly from the Firestore console. You'll even be prompted to create the composite index the first time you attempt a query that doesn't have an existing index. When you create a new Cloud Firestore database, you'll select which mode you want, either Datastore mode or Firestore native mode. Consider this choice carefully because you won't be able to change the mode once the database has been created. As I mentioned earlier, to take full advantage of all the new capabilities of Cloud Firestore, like offline support and device synchronization, existing Datastore users will need to set up a new project with a new database in Firestore native mode. This was a very basic introduction to the Cloud Firestore data model. You can learn more in my colleague Todd Kerpelman's video series, Get to Know Cloud Firestore, on the Google Cloud YouTube channel and online at cloud.google.com/Firestore. There you can learn all about Cloud Firestore's schemaless data model and advanced query capabilities. Okay, so now you're probably asking yourself, Firestore sounds great, but what does it really mean for my existing application using Datastore? Great question. During beta, Datastore customers, or really anyone, can try out Firestore by creating a Firestore database in a new project. Select Firestore under the storage options in the GCP console. If you want to move existing data into Firestore, you can do so using the Managed Export and Import service. Once Cloud Firestore has been launched for general availability, all Datastore projects will be automatically migrated to Firestore running in Datastore mode. The upgrade will be done automatically for you with no downtime and no changes to your application. Absolutely no action is required on your part. Migrating all Datastore customers will likely take a few months. You'll be notified when your migration is scheduled to begin. If that time isn't convenient, or you have a critical time window where you don't want your application to possibly be impacted by the automatic migration, say Black Friday, you'll be able to indicate preferences via a Google form. But again, you shouldn't notice any differences at all during or after migration. So now you may be wondering whether your next project should be built using Cloud Firestore in Datastore mode or native mode. In general, we recommend building new applications in native mode, so your app can take advantage of all Firestore's capabilities. But keep in mind that during the beta period, Cloud Firestore won't have an SLA, and Cloud Firestore in native mode may have some restrictions on the number of concurrent connections and the maximum number of writes per second. Those caps may rise as we get closer to GA. Refer to the documentation for the latest details. So Cloud Firestore in native mode lets you take advantage of Firestore's full capabilities, but may not be appropriate for large, mission-critical enterprise applications until Cloud Firestore goes GA. So to recap, Cloud Firestore is the next generation of Datastore. All existing Datastore databases will be migrated to Cloud Firestore running in Datastore mode, beginning shortly after general availability. That migration will be automatic and seamless. Firestore in native mode adds powerful new capabilities for web and mobile developers, like comprehensive client libraries, offline support, and automatic device synchronization. I hope this video has given you a better idea about some of the new capabilities of Firestore and what it means for your existing Datastore applications. You can find lots more information about Firestore on the Google Cloud YouTube channel and in the online docs. You'll find those links right next to me. Thanks for listening.